We're going to Brean Sands. Now, we've never been and stayed anywhere like that before. We were very kindly gifted this week by some subscribers who are now friends. So hi to Elaine and Rob. They're currently travelling somewhere in Belgium. So we're going to try that out and see how Brean Sands in an all singing, all dancing campsite works out. That's us set up by the wheelie bins. No, actually we said we picked this pitch. It was fine. Mainly we picked it because there's going to be some rain this weekend. This is AstroTurf. So we just felt it wasn't going to be soggy and muddy for these two getting in and out. So today we've come to Barrow Beach. You can park on the beach. Sand, Paul.
Solid sand. This is solid.
Solid sand. He's not going to stray over there. But you can park on the beach all day until 6 p.m. and it's £6.50. There's a few motorhomes here already.
Chairs,
yeah, and I think we're going to spend the day here. It's beautiful. Good afternoon and welcome to Barrow Beach. So we've come down here for the day. The site we're staying at is actually just behind these sand dunes here. So you can drive your van onto the beach, lots of people have, and it's beautiful. Now, don't come here thinking you're going to see the sea because it's miles away. I mean, that would take probably 45 minutes to walk to, I think, at the moment. Plus, it's a bit dangerous out there. There's apparently sinking mud, so don't do that. But yeah, there's model aeroplanes flying just down that side of the beach. Redders has got the drone out, but that doesn't seem to be doing an awful lot.
At the moment, just logging in, preparing for takeoff.
Apparently he's doing his pilot checks, preparing for takeoff. Yeah, so dogs are loving it. Dolly's outside with her ball, and Pippa's decided she's had enough for today, so she's gone back to the van. So she's having a snooze inside the van right now.
It's a huge campsite, but at the moment it's very quiet. We've got a lovely pitch, it's got water, electricity, the L sound point is opposite, plenty of recycling, and the showers, plenty of hot water. No issues there, very clean. The wardens are on site, very easy going. It really is, for us, I would say, a surprise. My first thought when we turned up was, it's a big commercial site, there's going to be lots going on. We're kind of in the greenfield, so it's kind of out of the way. There is a nightclub, pub, social gathering, there's all sorts of different things here. Burnham's just down the road, Wookey Hole, Somerset, Cheddar Caves. Over there is where we live, but there's a big bit of water in the way. So yeah, really is an awesome site.
There's a few of you who like my deep dives, so I'm going to do a deep dive for you, and I'm going to compare it to I think there's a caravan and motorhome club just over there in Weston-super-Mare. Yeah, just over there. So I'm going to do a deep dive and work out what is the best value, and is the resort, holiday, unity, jumble around those words, I can never work out which one it is. Is it good value? So far so good. And how does it stack up against the likes of the Caravan and Motorhome Club and a local campsite? So I'm going to have a look at that.
I've been wondering about you. They said that just one look and I'd get caught too. 'Cause there's something about.
Right, it's been a lovely day. The man in the Jeep has just come up and loud tannoyed everyone, telling us we've got to leave by 6 o'clock because the gates are shut in. So just boiling the kettle, because although we're only staying over the road, what I'm going to do tonight is burgers, and I'm just going to mix up the veggie burger mix. So these are nice. If you haven't tried them, Lidl, and honestly, I think it's nuts, pulses and seasoning. and veggies, and it really is tasty. You just add water and you've got burger mix, so great for taking abroad. And to be honest, when I eat them, I find that it is almost like a meat burger. It's got the texture. Anyway, like those, Lidl, you can get those. So just gonna mix it up, and then we'll head back, and I'll be cooking some burgers tonight. I'm just gonna guess this. Alright, just leave that sit now. Once again, I did a bit of filming and I hadn't pressed record. So here we go. Here's what I made. We've got air fryer chips and veggie burgers with some homemade salsa in a bun. So, yum. So that's the end of the day. I think I'll just finish it off with a quick hoover because it is like a sand pit in here. So I better go and get that done. Many toilets. This is the ladies, fancy units. Huge. We've got the bench to sit on and put your stuff on. One hook. Yeah, you could give us another hook. They are lovely and warm, very nice. So yeah, I've used the showers in here every single day since we've been here, and I've found them extremely good. Always found them clean as well. I wish I hadn't pressed the button now. 10 showers in the ladies' block. You get some more toilets along the wall. That's a bit concerning. Really nice, extremely well looked after, lovely wardens, beautiful little dog woody. Yeah, we've been very impressed. Hello, so last night we put out our video detailing the whistle we found in the van, and we had quite a few messages and comments saying perhaps we ought to go and get it looked at and see about getting the windscreen rebonded. So Red has got on the phone this morning and he's booked us into a Deathless dealership.
Yeah, Southwest Motorhomes Caravans.
Right.
I think.
Okay, so that's where we're going. It's down in Ilminster. It's about an hour away from where we were staying in Brean. So we're just about to go in there, and they're going to have a look for us and see what the deal is with this windscreen. Now, of course, because Paul put silicone in, it's stopped whistling now, but obviously there's a few concerns about the integrity of the whole windscreen on the van. So that's what we're doing today. So nearly there. The flags.
9FF on the left.
Nice. Right, so we've got to Southwest Motorhomes, and they've had a look for us, and we've been advised. What have we been advised?
The advice is, thanks for calling, but we can't really look at it. Even though Deathless Germany said take it to a dealer, which I do understand. So we're going to be taking it to National Windscreens to see what they got to say. I've sealed it on the front. I'm happy with it. It's solid. I've poked and prodded, but I'd sooner get a proper opinion. Not mine.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So while we were here, we met 2 subscribers who've just bought a really lovely bus down there. Very jealous, and it's just in having a little bit of work done, but they'll be hitting the road soon. So if you're watching, hi. And we're off to Taunton now, so we'll see you on the road. Also got to add, very nice here at Southwest Motorhomes, and they just showed us a brand new van, so that was lovely. And yeah, very tempting, but we'll have to save our money a bit longer because it was what, 96,000?
It was, and the guy who works here, he said, oh, I've been here 2 months, and he said, yeah, you could buy a house for that. Perhaps not the best salesman.
I don't know where you'd get a house for 96,000. You might, but there we are.
Yeah, exactly,
Anyway, nice
yeah.
van.
Here we are, National Windscreens. Just going to get them to come out and evaluate it, see if it needs rebonding, resealing, or if they can contact Death Lefts, or they think the wonderful job I've done is good enough.
Out you go.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the door open, it's a bit warm.
Oh, I know. Right. Yeah, good news. They said it was such a good job. I've got a job here. No, what he said, it's likely, with the age being what it is, was it 12 years old, and the temperature, he said it's likely the primer could have let go, possibly, and it's just a little whistling hole. But in terms of the bonding, no, it's absolutely fine. It's rock solid. There's no real issues. The way forward, if we wanted to, which he didn't recommend we do, even though they're in the game of making money, was to take the windscreen out and reseal it. And he said it's unlikely it would come out in one piece because of the shape and the design. So it'd be about £3,000 for the windscreen to replace it, and probably £800 odd to refit. So quite a big exercise, but his honest opinion was, don't worry about it. What I've done is more than enough. As long as it stopped the whistling, it's not unbonded, it's not unsafe. It's purely just one of those things that happen. They see it now and again with primer given out, and on this occasion it's given out. But he said, yeah, what you've done is going to work.
What's primer?
Whether it's some form of primer sealant before they put the sealant on, whatever he's referred to, I don't know. I'm no expert, but I've done a good job.
Get that in.
Well, he said I had. Yeah, he said that's fine. So yeah, nothing to worry about.
Right, good. Well, it was worth checking, wasn't it?
And
Where now?
well, we better go and take a break for the docks.
Yeah.
So if we can find a park, or
Oh,
there's a
Morrie's is by there.
Morrison's car park.
Morrie's! You can't go in for Dusty Donuts though.
No, I bought ice buns, didn't I?
Evening. Well, we've had a lovely day today. We went down to the beach and we sat on the beach and watched the model aeroplanes flying, so that was fantastic. We all really enjoyed it. Dolly wanted to paddle in the sea. I didn't want Dolly to paddle in the sea because it didn't look that clean, but anyway, that's a battle for another day. So cooking tea tonight, and I just thought I'd let you know what we do for feeding ourselves in the van. A little money saving tip. At one point we used to have Hello Fresh, and then we cancelled it because it got a bit too expensive. But every so often they'll get in touch with us and go, oh, we've missed you, here's a 40% voucher, which I then use, and hey presto, we get a box with usually 6 meals in it for 2 people, and it works out good value that way. Then what I do is I've got these recipes that are very, very easy to create and usually very van friendly, so I can just recreate them in the van. So tonight we're having sausage with, oh, it's going to be purple sprouting broccoli and a red onion gravy. No, a red wine onion gravy. That's what we're having. Yeah, so just knocking that all together now. Sausages are in the air fryer, and just got the pans on now. So let's see how we do. Well, that little cooking episode just ended in disaster, really. Could have been worse, could have been worse. My chef's knife, look at that bad boy. Unfortunately, I dropped it, put my knee out to catch it, and given myself quite a nasty slice on the knee. I won't treat you to the blood shots, they weren't very nice. Anyway, I think a plaster should do it. I'll try and be more careful. And there we have it. Sausages with not mash and purple sprouting broccoli, which lost all its purple in the water, and red onion, red onion, red wine gravy. I think that's what you would call it. There we go, it looks all right. Yeah. Happy with that?
Yeah, it looks like quite nice for a change, doesn't it?
Oh, shut up. Oh, that's all the new arrivals, look. That's all the TV To get in and out, you have a barrier that reads your
Turn
number plate.
left onto North Lane, then take the first left.
And immediately on your left, you've got the entertainments. So you've got RJ's nightclub, bar, that kind of thing. And then just behind there, you've got your arcades. So all the way through, you've got static caravans that are obviously privately owned or perhaps rented out by companies. Mainly through the week, it's been quite quiet along here with hardly any cars. Of course, this is Friday now, so all the weekend crowd will be here. Right, coming up here, just on the side, is the co-op. It's a nice big co-op actually. There's quite a lot of choice in there. So, yep, that's quite handy. And the prices, I didn't feel, I mean, co-op's expensive anyway, but I didn't feel it was too hiked up. Then just coming down here, as we head towards Green and Brownfield, are the play parks and skate ramps. Our kids would have loved these. They'd have really enjoyed this. So yeah, you can see that's actually, if you've got grandkids, oh, they'd love you for bringing them here. And of course you've got the whole leisure park, fun fair, roller coasters type thing. So we're just entering now into Green and Brownfield, which are, I would say, mostly seasonal, but there are some pitches just for people who've booked holidays. And it's quiet, it's nice and quiet down here. Very, very quiet. You can, like you said, you can see they're mostly seasonals. And oh, looks like we've got new neighbours. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a busy weekend, this one. And this here is your toilets, showers, washing up, and that's your little warden's office by there. So there we go. Job done. Recycling, bins, very handy, and they haven't really been a problem for us. And this is the Redscope pitch, number 24. Good pitch, it's got AstroTurf, so when it gets all muddy and boggy, it's lovely out there. Although, to be honest, the weather's been pretty good since we've been here. Okay, so far so good. However, it became very clear very quickly it was a site with two very different characters. Monday to Friday during term time, lovely, quiet, relaxing. Friday to Sunday, chaotic madness. We didn't film any of the chaos or, to be honest, the people behaving very, very disrespectfully to each other, so you're going to have to take our word for it. For us, we'd very happily return Monday to Friday, but wouldn't recommend the weekend unless you are happy with noise, crowds and large groups, which some people do love. We think Brean gets quite an unfair reputation that may make more sense on school holidays and the weekends, but Monday to Friday, we found it perfect. The staff were lovely, the grounds were well kept, great facilities, clean facilities, and it's in a great location to explore Somerset. Okay, we're deep diving this week into the holiday resort Unity and what sort of value it might offer you. So I had a look and decided that we would sample some dates from the 6th of September for a week, 2 adults and 2 dogs. So first of all, with the holiday resort Unity, same pitch, and it came in at £189 for a week, and that's £27 per night. Next stop was just up the road actually, Herne Lane Caravan and Motorhome Club, and it was a club site. Same dates, and that came in at £226.10, which comes in at £32.30 a night. As usual, went off to pitch up and looked for a local small campsite. With all these campsites, I also actually had to be a hard standing with electric hookup as well. So Greenacre Place came up. Now I believe that was a couple of miles outside Burnham, so not as close as the others to the sea. That came in at £224 for 7 nights, and that comes in at £32 a night, which is almost exactly the same as the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. And finally, just to chuck you in a wild card, I looked at a cottage, All Stone Cottage in Burnham-on-Sea, and a week would be £565, which would come in at £80 and 71 pence a night. So you can make your choices from that, but obviously you can see that Brean Sands Holiday Resort Unity came out cheaper by over £5 a night. So my recommendation, book yourself in Monday to Friday and then get yourself off to the caravan club or pitch up to spend the weekend. Thanks very much for watching this week, and as always, if you've enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and it would be very grateful if you could subscribe, as it really helps us grow the channel. We will see you in the middle of the week with something a bit different. Okay, bye.